of this November 8th election, Cook County Clerk Karen Yarbrough has concerns about how things are going to go on Election Day.
We have a serious shortage of judges and poll workers. Now, the clerk's office manages elections in suburban Cook County, and we've seen our number of election judges shrink significantly in recent years. Over the last 8 years, we've seen a reduction of about 40%.
40% is a big number, Erin. What do you think is behind this judge shortage?
Yeah, well, as the clerk said, this has kind of been playing out over the past few years. Specifically, there was the 2020 general election right at the beginning of the pandemic, when a lot of people who are usually election judges, seniors mainly, didn't show up or couldn't show up to be election judges because, we didn't know anything about the virus then, and they didn't want to compromise their health.
Right.
So it's kind of there's been trouble getting election judges to kind of get back up to those previous levels now. And, with less than 2 months to go, Karen Yarbrough is urging military veterans to kind of, return to service and serve as election judges. And that says, I think Cook County still needs more than like 2,500 people to adequately cover the polling places for Election Day. So that's a lot of judges. And, if you don't have enough judges at a polling location, then it's more work for the people there. And, you run the potential risk of not being able to open if no one is there. So I think it's a pretty urgent call. And I think it's something that's happening not just in Cook County, but kind of across
elsewhere.
The country.
Well, my immediate thought was is this just a tight labor market or is something more going on?
I don't know. I remember when the primaries were going on, and one of the stories we did is that some of these polling places did not open up or didn't open up until like noon or 1 o'clock because they didn't have any judges to, man those most places. And that wasn't just in Chicago. That was also in the suburbs as well. People went back to their typical polling places and found that they weren't open because they didn't have enough people to man those polling places. So, yeah, this is definitely a problem. And, it also is connected to the virus as well.
And, places have like increased pay for election judges. So it doesn't seem like it's even a pay issue. You get paid, I think, like $200 a day in Cook County. But increasing that pay is not drawing, the amount of people who they need to serve as judges.